Okay, we're all done. Everybody's habits are all set up. And nope, we don't want to review. Tap next. Now this seems kind of scary. Budget setup. Oh no, if you don't complete budget setup by this date, the app's going to make you go back and change stuff. It's really not that scary for pretty much everybody, unless it's like 11:59 the day before you're supposed to start your budget. You should just tap OK, which is what we're going to do. We're not going to postpone. Tap OK, and it's going to take us to the yearly budget. Now this seems a little daunting, and this is where a lot of people get, I guess, stuck. But it's actually pretty simple. It's going to ask, the way Moneypants works is every penny has to be accounted for. Because if there's money floating around out there, the kids are going to lose motivation. And when the going gets tough and they're tired or they're cranky or they have too much to do, they're not going to be motivated to do their job. So you have to allocate every penny. So in this case, Chunky Monkey, he's 5 years old. He doesn't have any money outside. He doesn't have a piggy bank or anything. But if he did, we'd enter it here. But he doesn't. So we're just going to say, done. We're going to just tap next because he doesn't have anything. Does he have any money he earns outside the home? Nope, he sure doesn't. And his weekly potential earning is 36 bucks. Wow, that's a lot of money. But in a minute, it's going to make a lot of sense. But this 5-year-old is going to be earning potentially 36 bucks a week. And then you can break it down if you tap the hide or show details button. So it's about 1,800 bucks a year. Keep in mind, this family makes $120,000, $125,000 a year, whatever I put in. Keep in mind, this is what mom is already spending on him. She was already spending about 1,800 bucks per year on him, whether it's, special classes, swim lessons, or soccer class, soccer team, or mainly clothes, but toys, electronics, games, birthday parties, all that stuff. Mom was already spending this. These are based off of years of research and national averages. A family making $120,000 a year with 2 kids, mom was spending about 1,800 bucks per year on him. But now he's going to have the opportunity to earn that and to spend it himself on the things that he wants within, and we're going to talk about directed spending here in a moment too. So I'm just going to tap next, and here it is. It's so daunting. Oh my goodness, I have to do all these things. No, these categories are here to jog your memory. So if you tap on one of these little envelopes here, and this is based off the envelope system, you can Google it. We'll have more information on our website at a future date. But the idea is the envelope system is you put money into an envelope and it stays in that envelope until you take it out for that particular category. So I'm going to put money into sports and dance, and when my sports and dance is due, I take it out of my sports and dance envelope. And it keeps your money all categorized and neat, and it's really nifty. And that's the concept behind this. So if you tap on any one of these envelopes, it's going to bring up a list of subcategories. Sports and dance, registration fees, tuition, uniform, team shirt. You don't have to put something in each one of these categories. Matter of fact, we recommend that you don't. Try to keep it simple. And you can change any of these too. So for Chunky Monkey, he's actually not going to be doing any sports this year. You know what though? Maybe we'll put him in a summer camp. He is going to go to I'm going to change this. He's going to go to a soccer camp for awesome kids, and it's going to cost, oh man, I think it was like 300 bucks. He does it every year. Now this item actually does have a due date. This item is due. I'll just tap on this. It's due. Here we are. It's 2018. Soccer doesn't start till I think October. Maybe maybe it's over Christmas break. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. December, and it doesn't repeat, and we click save. And okay, so now it shows up in the category summer camps, 300 bucks. Oh, I should probably talk about these here at the bottom. So there's these 3 envelopes at the bottom: savings, fund money, and donations. Savings, as the name implies, is for savings. That is automatically calculated based off of his earnings. And we'll do a separate video on how these 3 work, but just suffice it to say, every time Chunky Monkey earns money, it's going to siphon off 10% of that money for donations first. Then it's going to pay for his bills, which are all these categories: sports, dance, music, school, summer camps, etc. And then if there's money left over, it's going to put 10% into savings and then 10% into fund money. That's his budget. That's what it's based off of. And then, okay, so, and then up here at the top it says you need to add more expenses. Please add another $1,000 to one or more expense envelopes. Oh my, okay, well, let's see here. Electronics, yeah, maybe he's going to buy, I don't know, not a phone, but maybe he's going to buy some video games. He loves his little video games I buy for him. And yeah, man, we probably spend $250 a year on that. No due date. Tap save. And what else? Oh, you know what? We're going to go on a trip. So he's going to have his own little spending money for this trip that's coming up. We're going to get rid of bicycle maintenance there. And we're going to go family vacation that's coming up. And he's going to he's going to earn his own ticket to Disneyland this year. Super exciting. And we're going to say that's $700 and what was it, $700, something like that. And that's not till next summer. You know what? No, we're going to go in January. No, we're not. I'm going to go next April. Oh, it's going to tell me that's an error because I was doing it this year. Doesn't repeat. Tap save. And, family vacation. All right, we're going to put all into this one account, $749. Save. Okay. And there you see it. We've only got expenses in 3 different categories: summer camp, electronics, and transportation. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Totally forgot. We're going to scratch that. Family vacation's great. We're going to only do $350 in there though, because I just realized we didn't put any money into his clothing. And clothing is the biggest category. Again, don't put something into each one of these categories because it'll just get annoying later. This is just to jog your memory. These are all the different things that your kids will be needing to buy. These are their newfound financial responsibilities. For Chunky Monkey here, the remaining $400, we're just going to throw it into socks and underwear. Yeah, that's probably a good thing because he uses the toilet the way he does. For the year, he's got $400 to spend on clothing. And he can just take it out of that category. You can split it up, make it like super detailed. But for now, we're just going to leave it at all of his money's in the one category. So if you look, he's got a summer camp he's saving up for, clothing, electronics, and the family vacation. That's it. If you want, he can enter a savings goal end of the year. He wants to buy that new bike. And if he earns the right amount during the course of the year, by the end of the year, if he earns all his money, he will have saved up $186 towards that new bike. Okay, and we're going to tap next. It's going to calculate potential subsidies. Now, there wasn't a subsidy that time, but sometimes if there's a bill that's coming up and it's due super soon, what's going to happen is that the kid's not going to be able to earn enough money to pay for that bill. So the app calculates when that bill is due and how much you as the parent are going to have to subsidize that kid in order for them to earn enough money to pay for that bill. It may seem a little overwhelming because you're like, wait a minute, why am I giving my kid $38 a week or whatever it is and subsidizing him $200? Well, keep in mind, this is money you were going to spend anyway. So we're trying to make it fair for the kid as well as for the parent. It'll also get paid back by the end of the year. And we'll get into more of that later. Okay, so this is Skinny. And Skinny actually had $50 from his birthday, from his grandma that he's got, hidden in his room somewhere. You just collect that up and you put it into his personal bank account. This will show up once setup is complete. This will show up in Skinny's piggy bank under savings. So he's not losing this money. Make that very clear to him. He's not losing this money. This is just, you took the money and put it into his bank account, which you're going to want to have set up, and it's going to show up as his money in his piggy banks once setup is complete. So he had $50. Click next. You ask you to confirm. Yep, that's right. And nope, he doesn't have any income outside the home. But I just want to show you, in case he did, it's going to ask you, what are his other sources of income? Maybe he mows lawns, maybe he babysits, maybe he does house cleaning, summer jobs, or something that's not on the list. You can enter it in. Oh yeah, he does babysitting and makes $150 a year. If anything, make sure that you estimate low. The common mistake is people estimate high, especially kids are like, oh, I'm going to make $1,000 babysitting this year, and they don't. And then their whole budget doesn't work. So the best way to work this is just estimate low. Estimate your income low, and we're going to get rid of that. He's not going to do babysitting. But estimate your income low and your expenses high. And we'll talk about here in a second. Okay, so his potential income is $40. You're like, wait a minute, why is his different than Chunky Monkey? Well, if you remember right, Skinny has a couple more jobs than Chunky Monkey. So Chunky Monkey, I think he was making $1,800 a year. Skinny's going to be making about $2,000 a year. And that makes sense because he has more jobs. It's not a significant amount. It's $200 a year, but it works out and it's fair. And again, you can always go back and change all these things later, but for the sake of this little tutorial, we're just going to stick with that. And again, we're going to do the same thing with Skinny. Only Skinny is going to be playing basketball because he loves it. And registration fees, and we're going to just press that button. We're going to call it basketball. And we could break it down to basketball shoes and basketball jersey and team pictures and registration and tournament fees and all that, but we're not going to. We're just going to say, you know what, he's going to spend $500 this year on basketball. Oh, you know what, we're going to add more to that. We're going to say $750 this year. He's going to do a lot of basketball, a lot of camps, what have you, or a lot of games this year. And for school, he is going to be doing a little field trip. We'll throw $50 in there for that, and maybe it's $150 for the school field trip. He's in 6th grade this year, and he needs some money for clothing. Again, we're just going to throw it all into socks and underwear. You can break it down if you want. We're going to throw $250. The cool thing about this, though, is that let's say he only has $250 for clothing. Is he going to be able to afford a brand new suit and designer jeans and all that? Well, he could. He could probably buy a couple pair of designer jeans and a couple of designer shirts, and that's it. He'd be out of money. Or he could maybe be a little more frugal and go to one of these, consignment short stores where Eco Thrift or a clothing exchange, or even maybe like a Goodwill or one of these places where they have nice clothing, but way cheaper. It's up to him. It's his money that he's going to be earning. If he wants one nice pair of jeans and to blow all his money on that, that's fine. But I think he's going to learn really quickly, oh man, my money goes a lot farther when I'm shopping over at the clothing exchange. But let him make that decision. We have a whole video on that too, on directed spending. All right, I have $292 more I got to set up here. Oh, well, he's going to want to also pay for his family trip there. Family vacation. And he's going to save up, what did I say? Was it $250? I can't remember now. And let's see here. We'll throw the remaining $42 in here, so $192. And at the top of the page, it tells you how much more money you need to add. So you have a real-time update, so you don't have to be doing math or getting a calculator out. Also, his savings goal, he's going to be saving up. You know what? He wants a new bike too. So there it is, new bike, savings goal. You can add a due date if you want. And tap next. It's going to see if he gets any subsidies. Nope, he's good. All right, Mom. Now, existing money. This is Mom's personal money. Now, she doesn't have any existing money, and she does not have any other income. She is the breadwinner in the home. She works for, I don't know what she does, but she makes $120-something thousand a year. That's money that she uses to pay the bills. There are families where maybe both the husband and the wife work, and the wife has a little side job where she does eBay stuff or Etsy or whatever it is, and she makes, I don't know, say she makes $1,000 a year. That would go here. It would go under, yes, Mom has other income. And you just throw it in here and say, yes, she makes an extra $1,000 a year doing her little Etsy projects and selling them. And that would be personal money that she is earning. And you'd want to include that here. So we're going to put that there. And look at that. It includes her potential, or that money in her potential weekly income. And there it is. So she has the potential to earn $2,200 a year, as well as another $1,000 with her little Etsy project. Why is that important? Because she needs to budget that. And we're going to go over that right now. So she's going to budget that. She is doing registration fee. She's going to be doing her dance, yoga, And it's going to be, I don't know, it's $100, or let's say it's $75 a month. First payment is due. She's going to join the club, and that's coming due September 1st. And it repeats every month. And it ends, when does it end? Let's give it, she's going to do it forever. Okay. And it tells you at the bottom how many total number of payments and what the yearly total is going to be. $675. Tap save. Oh, she's got another $1,600 she needs to spend. Let's throw some money into clothing. Instead of socks and underwear, though, we're going to throw her money into shoes. Obviously, she'll be able to spend that money on something other than shoes. It's in her clothing budget. And let's see here, electronics. Yeah, she's going to go buy a new phone here. Maybe she'll get it used, maybe not. Okay, that's something she wants to do. And she's also going to be going on that family vacation. Now, again, this is not plane tickets. This is not stuff that the family would normally spend. So this isn't electric bills. You notice there's no electric bills in here. There's no water bill. There's no lawn care bill. There's no food. None of that goes in here. This is discretionary money. So this is spending money mom will have on vacation. Now you can have the kids pay for their own, if that's what you want to do, you can have the kids pay for their own tickets, or for if you're going to do travel, maybe they pay for their own plane tickets, or maybe they pay for their own Disneyland tickets. That's okay. But it should not include stuff that the family would normally pay for, like the electric bill or the water bill or the gas bill or the phone bill. Okay? And even phone bills, possibly the kids could be paying for that if they have their own cell phone, and you can set that up as well. We're going to say mom's going to do, she's going to save up, I think it was $250 for a family vacation, and she's got $263 left. Let's throw that into, oh yes, haircuts and stuff. Good. So $263 into haircuts, hair colors. What is it called when you do your toenails? The pedicure. And there we go. So she's all set. We tap next, and we'll see if she gets a subsidy. And it looks like nobody got a subsidy. But if somebody does need a subsidy, there'll be a dialog box that'll guide you through that. And we'll tap continue. Just double checking everything. Hey, and all right, we're all done. That's it. Tap done, and it says, okay, you're set to go. You're going to start going. You can start using the app on July 7th. What's that? Friday or Saturday? No, it's the first day of the new pay period. Until then, though, you can't use the app, and it's going to say, hey, wait a minute. Why is there money showing up in their account? What's going on here? Well, Mom, Skinny, and Chunky Monkey all get their job bonus at the start of the week. As long as they do their job and don't get any X's on their account, they'll keep it. But if they get a red X, meaning they're unexcused from doing their job, they will lose $7.90. That's that bonus I was talking about earlier. That's 20% of their weekly income. So that's a big thing. That's a big motivator to make sure that the jobs get done on a regular basis and get done consistently. Mom, the reason her number is a little bit bigger, she also got paid for performing payday, and we skipped over that when we were doing setup. But there was a little dialog box that popped up and said, hey, because Mom can't actually do payday that first week, she gets a one-time little bonus. I think it's $3-4, whatever it is, Mom gets paid for doing payday. And that's setup. That's setup in a nutshell. It shouldn't take, I don't know how long this took, 20 minutes. It shouldn't take you very long. Most people get caught up and stuck on the budget. Make it simple. Just have a couple of things that your kids are going to be paying for that you already know they're going to be paying for anyway. You can always go back and change these things later. Just keep it simple, get set up, get using the app, get your kids working, and I'll catch you in the next video when we cover how to use the app itself.